Greetings, it is me, Meaty Nerd, and we're back for the final part of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. A commentary that I did not really think was that great looking back, but at least finished it. And at least I took a bit of a break and made the final part better than it was than it would have ended up being, I mean. And yeah, to anyone who was hoping to play as Trunks in this game, no, you can't, because the game developers were told this game looks fucking terrible. Just get this shit done already. Which explains why this part of the game they bridged a bit too much, in my opinion, and you'll see why I feel as if this is a problem, because it's regarding three characters where I feel as if they suffered the most from this abridging too much. Which, to be fair, Saiyan and Frieza Saga also suffered, also were bridged heavily a lot, but I think he at least got the basics of what's happening. But here, well, you kind of have like no context for like who or what Trunks. You don't know like you don't exactly understand who Trunks 16 or even like Gohan's role is here in the story, because like, oh, unless you're a fan of the series, you will get it. But to anyone who's not, yeah, good luck trying to figure out what the hell their personality or character is like, or anything else. Trunks gets it the worst because we don't even see what his personality is like. For Gohan and 16, it's not as bad, but still, though, it's. But then again, the whole game isn't really good at showcasing the character's personality or even the story anyway, so why am I even complaining about this? Because I need something to talk about and criticize, because... But, like, another thing I want to criticize. I hate the fact that on multiple playthroughs of the story mode, you can't actually change the capsules. I'm fine with it in the first game, when you play it for the first time, but... Wouldn't it be a lot better if you could actually customize your capsules? Because, you know, that's kind of the appeal of this game. You can customize what capsules to use, so like you can have a different one that boosts your defense system and whatnot, and whatever else they can do. I'm not very like I know I'm not explaining in depth to what this capsule system is like, but yeah, the story mode doesn't give me a chance to actually go deeper into it, because, well, doesn't it actually let me change the capsules at all, so thanks a lot, game. It's totally a bright idea. And as much shares I gave Budokai 2, at least you can change the capsules to make the game more faster, even how despite how repetitive it is. But yeah, let's get back to the actual gameplay of the first game. Still here isn't too bad. That is, if you're being a really shit player like I was during the first times I was actually playing this game. And many more playthroughs later, it took me until this one to actually beat him while I was in Super Saiyan. Oh shit, I have nothing else to talk about. Oh yeah, just remembered, Cell has a blue Kamehameha for some reason. And I say that because everyone else in this game has a yellow Kamehameha. The characters that use the Kamehameha specifically, I meant, all have a yellow Kamehameha. Meanwhile, Cell gets his is blue, like how it is in the anime. Which I should mention to anyone who isn't into Dragon Ball, the Kamehameha, at least in the anime, is blue, and in the manga, it's just white. And before someone comments, well, actually, it's yellow, no, it isn't. That's some full color manga shit, which isn't even canon anyway, because the full color manga is shit. And shouldn't even be used as the actual canon colors anyway, because the colors are terrible, like I've said, and they make the art look fucking horrible. I don't know, like, why, it just is. From the scans I've seen, wow, they make the inking look terrible and just a watery mess. For some reason, we locked a move for Raccoon, even though we're not in the Frieza Saga anymore. Why were... Whatever, doesn't matter. And yeah, I left this stuff in because I couldn't be bothered editing it out, because I still got a bad editor. Speaking of things that are bad, this loading screen is terrible. Could you even tell it was a loading screen? Because, well, without that sonar radar thing there, yeah, you couldn't be able to tell why. And I know it may seem like, oh, I mean, come on, it's not that bad of a deal. It was a big deal for me because every time my old copy would get on that loading screen, it would be stuck on it for a long period of time, and Also, let's talk about Gohan. We do not see him in the story whatsoever, besides him going, "Oh my god, Dad, he's sick," and yeah, we don't even see him whatsoever ever again until he comes out of the room of spirit in time for some reason, even though he wasn't with Goku, Gohan, Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta, I meant. So yeah, thanks for doing Gohan dirty, game. Well, I guess Suecia I should be blaming because, well, they're the ones who told the devs, "My god, this looks terrible, please just finish this already." At least that's the that's essentially just me simplifying the history of why the game only goes up to a certain point in the series, and yeah, probably why it abridged a bit too much for the Cell Saga. And now I just run out of things to say. This is the thing I fucking hate about doing these commentaries, and why I hate doing these post recording. Then again, if I was doing it post recording, if I wasn't doing it post recording, and if I was doing it the old style where it was just me playing the game with my phone, I'd probably still have a lot of awkward silences. And yeah, this loading screen is still terrible in my eyes. I don't care what you're gonna say. Like, I don't care if it's me going over the top. Like, oh, I mean, it's not that bad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't care anymore. I hate this fucking loading screen. It's terrible. It's lazy, and the loading screens in the later games are much better. Speaking of gameplay, Gohan is actually easier to pick up and play compared to his father. I'm not saying Goku is like bad to control. It's just I've always found Gohan more lighter compared to his father in these games. I don't know if this is just a intentional programming thing or it's just a me thing. It probably is the case because it might be a bit of both because none of these characters really feel that different from each other. At least in the first game, everyone else tends to feel kind of the same. Well, specifically the supporting cast and minor villains. I think Frieza, Cell, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan do feel different enough. But everyone else is kind of too similar, to be honest. But then again, it's been years since I've played it, so maybe I'm not using... so yeah, maybe I'm spreading misinformation, but whatever. The best way to explain it is like... Well, if you play this game, then the second game, and then get to the third one... Yeah, this game is pretty much just a dinosaur. Well, this game is basically just like way too dated compared to like the third game. Also, I don't think you'll be turning into your base form or Super Saiyan 1 when you're fighting against Cell here. Now's the fucking disturbance, but I'm gonna ignore it anyway. But, yeah, this is the only time in this part of the story where we actually see Gohan showing any personality. In the game story mode, I mean, not the series and the manga and anime. That's not what I meant. Just making sure, just in case I don't end up spreading misinformation. And, yeah, it's kind of shit that they did this to Gohan in the game because, like... The build-up is actually pretty good and also pretty subtle in the original series, but in the game, they essentially just threw it out there because, like, oh, let's just make the game for the fanboys because that's totally worth it in the end because then eventually everyone will start calling Dragon Ball just a bunch of dumb, mindless fighting. Like, I know, I shouldn't, like, be, like, shitting on them for that because, again, it wasn't their intention, but... Still don't like it that it lets this happening. And, yeah, we're soon going to be seeing the one-time 16 showed any personality. And let me also explain why I don't like the fact you can't play as 16 and Trunks in this part of the game, because they were important characters in the story. And, like, with Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo... In like the previous parts of the game, you at least got an idea what their personality was like before you get to fight as them, and you also gained a bit of an attachment to them, even if you're not into Dragon Ball, you at least have some reason to, give a shit about them. But with Trunks and 16, you're just like, who the fuck are these characters besides 16 is a robot, and Trunks is the guy from the future, and that's it. Though at least with Gohan and 16, we at least get to see what the personality is like. But with Trunks, no, we don't, and like, this is fine for us Dragon Ball fans, because we're the ones who are actually, the fans of the series, but to anyone who isn't a Dragon Ball fan, well, how are they gonna know what the personality of Trunks and 16 is? Besides a Wikipedia, of course, but it shouldn't require outside knowledge to enjoy something, Or at least get any mileage out of it. Also, fun fact, 16's voice actor in the Japanese version, not dub. He also played as Kaiba in the Toei anime. Now we're gonna get to a very, very boring thing to, well, watch. Not necessarily play, but, well, it's not boring to play, it's just boring to watch. At least for me, considering the fact that I literally had to record this fucking video multiple times. Gohan facing off all the Cells Juniors, which is not as cool as you might think it is, because I didn't pull off any sick combos. Not even... Did I pull a combo? Yeah, I did, but it was only once. And I hate this loading screen still, because... Bad memories. Aren't they fun? And, well, considering the fact I have nothing to say other than, oh, come on, just fucking load up already, you damn loading screen. Okay, now it's loaded. Actually, no, I'll save talking about Gohan, well, specifically how he plays the Super Saiyan 2 a bit later. We can use this time to waste time on talking about things that aren't even part of this, commentary, but might as well. Might as well, I'm so bad at speaking. You might remember that I, was talking about, I brought up the new Dragon Ball anime, which now has its name revealed, which is Dragon Ball Daima, and I originally had mixed to negative feelings towards it, but now I just think it's shit. I know it's strange to call something terrible when it hasn't even come out yet, but this is modern Dragon Ball. What new thing have we got that isn't even, like, just... Like, honestly, I'm just tired of Dragon Ball as a whole. Like, it's just, it doesn't impress me anymore like it used to, and it's just mindless fighting with some, like, with surface level depth, and it's just god awful fan fictions come to life. And oh, but don't you dare criticize it, because it's canon now. Like, whatever, like, who fucking cares if Toriyama is involved? He can't write anymore because he's not into writing manga anymore, because, like, he lost that really good pen of his, and honestly I don't blame him. Like, I don't really want to rag on Toriyama, because I know he gets ragged on a lot by the fandom, pretty unfairly, but I don't really like one Toriyama as an artist specifically. I don't hate him as a person, it's just I really just don't like Toriyama. One Toriyama as an artist, it's just, I get he's not really the Toriyama he was in the past anymore, but it's just like, it's just so hard to see a legend like this now. But I guess not all legends, well, actually, I have no clue what the fuck I was even gonna say. I have no idea anymore. But, yeah, also, if anyone tries to tell me that, oh, but Meteor Nerd, it's not that bad because the animation, I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter if it has good animation. If the thing is terrible, it's fucking terrible. No amount of good animation is gonna save it. Also, it's just Dragon Ball GT all over again, but Toriyama edition. Like, wow, big deal. And Toriyama isn't even writing the story. Like, he is more involved with it compared to, like, Super and GT especially, but he's not even the one writing an actual story. He's just writing down bullet points and tells Toei and Toyotaro, just make a story out of these bullet points. And for Daima, he is writing more of the story, but he's just supervising the story rather than being the actual writer for it. Which, Also, the fact that it's trying to appeal to both younger audiences and the hardcore fandom is like, why? This gives me Sonic Forces flashbacks where they try to appeal it to the casual fans, but they also try to appeal it to classic fans and also to hardcore fans. Like, it's just, if you try to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. Whatever the saying goes, I don't know. But yeah, it's time for gameplay time. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is honestly really fucking great to play as in these games. Like, I don't know what it is, but every time like I play as Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I always have fun with him. Like, he's fast, he's powerful, and he's just he's a beast like how he was in the manga and anime. In fact, I think he's the best character to play as in Fighter Z, minus Vegito. Cause he controls pretty damn, like he controls pretty damn smooth, and well, I don't know what else to say other than he controls very, very well, very smooth, and wow, I really have nowhere else to yeah, maybe I shouldn't have made this commentary because I'm not very good at explaining things and I have very limited vocabulary. And yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a long cutscene, so I guess I might as well. Should I go on a tangent? Oh yeah, shit, I just realized, yeah, this is the first time they actually showcased that, beefier, Grade 3 form that Cell has. Well, Cell can basically has a form that's similar to, Super Saiyan Grade 3, which is basically just, a beefier Super Saiyan, but you're basically slow as hell. Like, you have all this power, yet you can't actually hit anyone. And Cell uses it because he gets desperate, and, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just whenever, like, I'm talking casually, I just do, sometimes. I don't know why, it's just a weird habit I have. And, yeah, to anyone who's not a drama fan, you're probably confused as to what the hell that even was, and, oh shit, I just realized. Might have to actually, yeah, I'm a censor it post-recording, just for shits and giggles. Why not? Let's do it for a joke. Because it's probably better I don't get, actually no, I don't know, no, they won't suspend me for this, but let's do it anyway because it'd be funnier. Also, I just realized Perfect Cell has, no, Semi-Perfect Cell has blue eyes, which I don't think he has in the, anime. In the manga, well, I have no idea what color his eyes are because, well... Well, if you want to include the full color manga, which I know is a bit hypocritical, but in the full color manga he has red eyes. Then again, it's not the actual canon colors because they're not from Toriyama specifically. I mean, they're based on Toriyama's colors, but as far as I know, they're not actually, it's not Toriyama actually coloring the thing. But, yeah. I can't remember what color his eyes, like, actually, was his eyes pink in the anime? I don't remember. But, yeah, despite some of my criticisms of the story, when it comes to, like, recreating all the moments throughout the series, they do a good job here, and this is no different. And, wow, that was a horribly expression, a badly made expression for Kaio. Double down. Also, did anyone else always think Cloud looked like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? I guess maybe because the guy who designed him might have taken inspiration from him, but yeah, oh shit, hold on, I got just a sound. I didn't realize how loud the sound was here. But only you're gonna be, but well, actually no, only I'm gonna hear that because no one else is gonna hear it because, well, this is all done. Oh, when this video is uploaded, it'll be all fixed up. Meanwhile, what I'm doing, versus when I'm actually making the thing and it's not even, never mind. But yeah, right here we're gonna be getting a change I feel mixed on. The drama fanboy in me likes this, but also dislikes this because while I understand they wanted to do it for, you know, just for the sake of giving a final boss, the way they did it wasn't great in my eyes. Because, well, it does make this part of the fight epic, but it also makes Cell, well... Okay, let's just get in. Let's just... Fuck, I'm gonna spoil it. Basically, in the original manga and anime, when Cell comes back, he shoots at the dragon team point blank range, which ends up hitting Trunks. And Gohan and Cell don't have a little rematch at all. Vegeta just gets really angry at the fact that his son just got killed. He shoots at Cell multiple times, and then Cell bitch slaps him. He then tries to kill Vegeta, and then Gohan just rushes towards him, and he gets his arm damaged, which leads to the father and son Kamehameha. After a nice father and son moment where Goku inspires Gohan to, you know, believe in himself and stuff. Again, I'm simplifying it a lot just for the 1%er of my viewership. Also, despite the fact that Cell is in his super perfect form, for some reason he's in his power weight form, as it's called, which isn't actually playable in the game. It's only featured in the story mode. And also, all I'm gonna say is Perfect Cell here is a fucking asshole to beat. He is just... Honestly, I fucking hate this boss fight with a passion because he is so unrelentlessly, like, hard for no reason. Like, I get it's the final boss, but no reason was this bullshit. And yeah, I died multiple times, and I'm not showing it because that would just take too long. I don't want this video being more longer than it already is. But let's get back to the little problem I had with this change. In the game, while it does make this final boss more epic, until you actually get to the final boss and realize how shit it is, as you're gonna be seeing soon, Cell gets all, oh shit, Gohan, damn you. He shoots like his death beam at Gohan. Gohan dodges it, and then he ends up hitting Trunks by mistake. Instead of it just being random, it just makes Cell look like a... It takes away what it just makes him less threatening, and well, kind of makes him look like an... What would we fair to call him? Maybe not an idiot, but it just takes away the... It just takes away all the drama and tension when they did it like this. Then it leads to, actually, no, I'm not going to tell you how it goes, because you need to see it to believe it, because the way how they adapted that part is so terrible. Not terrible, but it's just so hilarious. But yeah, eventually I managed to beat Cell while also trying to go back to Super Saiyan 2 because I wanted to beat him as Super Saiyan 2 because all of my other previous attempts, not only from the first time I played this game, but up until, well, you know, the previous time I lost to him during this playthrough, I could never beat him as Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but for this first and probably only time, I managed to actually beat Perfect Cell as Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Will it ever happen again? Who knows? But hey, at least I did it. And also, the music as always is awesome. And wow, he actually turned back into his imperfect form. That's kind of funny. But I think we're about to see... Yeah, we're gonna see it. And yeah, for those who've seen the series, like, you can't lie to me. This is just so stupid the way how they did this. Like... And also, why the hell is Trunks even there? Other than, oh yeah, that's how Trunks dies. Like, oh, for God's sakes. Also, prepare for this mood whiplash. Yeah, this game's story doesn't do a great job at adapting the story of Dragon Ball Full Z era, but I mean, it's not terrible, it's just not the best, but you could have done a lot worse. And I mean a lot worse. But yeah, we're gonna yeah, we're gonna see it right now, and I'm gonna stay silent just for a moment, just for you, so you can bask in. Okay, I'm staying silent in 3, 2, 1. Yep, Vegeta didn't even get a chance to actually attack Cell. He literally gets bitch slapped the moment he even comes, he even reaches him. But now Cell all of a sudden is back to being confident and cocky as hell, even though he was all like, what? How is this possible? A bit of an inconsistency with his character here, but... Also, I really hate the fact that in the European version of the game, they removed the blood. Like, I get it, like, what's considered acceptable in different countries is different, but like, come on, it looks more like mud than actual battle damage in my opinion. But let's be a bit positive now. I really love this moment right here. Like, the music, the voice acting from Nozawa is just epic, and hell, even Cell's voice actor, I can't pronounce his name anymore. They all do a great job. Believe in your force. Huh. It's a bit of an odd way to translate it, but oh well. Yeah, sorry for the awkward pauses. It's just, still to this day, I still get goosebumps seeing this. God damn, this is so fucking cool. Oh yeah, in the American version, they changed it to "Your Child." Honestly, I prefer the "Go to Hell" line. It's much better. And also, for some reason, now Gohan also has a blue Kamehameha for this one cutscene. That's very strange, but whatever. Also, here's a weird oddity. In the anime, Goku, the spirit of Goku is in his Super Saiyan state. Meanwhile, in the manga, he's just in his base form. And so was Vegeta when he shot at Cell, but in the anime they changed it to be him in his Super Saiyan form, and for this game they chose to go it both ways. They chose to go one way with Goku and the other way with Vegeta. Kinda strange considering the fact that they do use the manga panels as the inspiration, they use the manga panels as the inspiration for how they made the, fuck, I can't explain it, never mind. Whatever. It's over now, and wow, that was the quickest detransformation ever. Besides, like that one shitty filler scene in the Buu saga, never mind. Why do I keep saying? Whatever, it's all done now. And because the end credits isn't long enough for me to discuss my whole final thoughts, and because I take forever explaining things, yeah, let's just talk about my final thoughts of the game. Yeah, also, I'm really sad I get to talk over this because I do genuinely really like this. I'm still bummed that we don't get to go through the Buu saga, but oh well. As for how do I feel about Dragon Ball Budokai 1? It's a decently good fighting game. This part of the story may be ruined a bit for me because of the recording I had to do for this, but when all said and done, it's not that bad, and despite the things I've complained about, I can still enjoy it for what it is, and while I don't recommend it to any newcomers of the franchise, and I wouldn't recommend it to any drama fan unless they're really hardcore into the series, if you love Dragon Ball just as much as me, and you really want to play all the Dragon Ball games because you're a madman just like me, go ahead and play it. It's not the best fighting game you've ever played, and it's not the best Dragon Ball game ever made, but its story is a lot of fun to go through. It is really epic, just like the series itself, and honestly, there's a lot of like factors that really carry the gameplay, but it does make it. The gameplay is fun, but later on, Budokai 2, 3, and Infinite World honestly made the formula way better, you know, and the gameplay just more fun to play through. But for the first attempt, it is good. It's, even if later on it does become outdated, you know, when compared to like many other Dragon Ball games afterwards. Not just the Budokai games, but even like compared to like games like the Tenkaichi 3 and Fighter Z. And yeah, even despite some of my criticisms of how they bridged the story, I think they did a decent job here, and I think they did a bit of a better job here compared to Dragon Ball Z Legends, which, well, I only say that just because of the fact that I barely understand what the hell the narrator was saying. And that, and also you don't have to go through the extra mile of having to simulate the entire game, the entire thing, as basically that game is a DBZ simulator, and like, why can't I just play through Dragon Ball Z like how it's supposed to be? Why do I have to do all this extra mileage shit for? Like, why? Am I even using the right word? I don't. I'm sure that's not what mileage is supposed to be. Never mind. Yeah, as for this commentary itself, looking back, I don't think it was that great, but at least for this final part, it was better than the other attempts I did, and I'm glad I at least got this finished and done. And I probably didn't do a good job at yeah. Scully, I apologize if I didn't use your advice very well, but I hope I at least did a better job. Well, actually, no, I don't think I did, but whatever. But let me know if you think I did a better job compared to my Sonic 06 commentary. Which I'm probably gonna get comments saying, no, I mean, you didn't do any better, you failed, like you always do, but whatever. At least I finished it, but yeah, the video's nearly over, and I'll see you guys on my next commentary. What is it gonna be? You'll find out soon.